أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Welcome to lesson number 83 of the study of Balagha. Today, inshallah, we are going to continue with a taqseem in Al-Badi, and we know that it is one of the Muhassinat al-Manawiya. We started with Al-Badi, like we know that it is about beautifying the speech. We know that there are two types of Muhassinat in Al-Badi, Muhassinat Manawiya and Muhassinat Lafziya. We started with Manawiya. We have already done with At-Tawriya, At-Tibaq, Al-Muqabala, Mura'at al-Nadin, Nazir, Al-Istighdam, Al-Jama, At-Tafriq. And today, inshallah, we are going to continue with At-Taqsim. So let's see what is At-Taqsim. So, as this section is going to deal with categorizing subjects in one sentence, then explaining them. So, this tool is used in both the Quranic style and classical Arabic poetry and helps the speaker organize their message by dividing it into clear parts. So, it makes like speech more powerful, more structured, and easier to understand and remember, inshallah. So, it is when a topic is presented in a general way and divided into categories, each with its own explanation. Like this technique helps listeners see different outcomes or scenarios based on one central subject. So it here we see a very beautiful example for a taqsim. It is a hadith of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and it is from Tirmizi and Ahmad. We can see in this hadith, like Arada alayya Rabbi liyajala li bad'a makkada zahaba qultu la ya Rabbi walakin ashba'u يوما وعجو يوما أو قال ثلاثا أو نحو هذا فإذا جئت تضرعت إليك وذكرتك وإذا شبعت شكرتك وحمدتك. So this is the hadith of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam when he said, "My Lord offered me, my Lord offered me to turn the valley of Mecca into gold for me, but I said no. Oh my Lord, rather let me be full one day and hungry the next." Or he said like this three times or something similar, so that when I am hungry, I turn to you in humility and remember you. And when I am full, I thank you and praise you. So this is it is from Rawahu Tirmizi and Ahmad. So in this Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was given a choice by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, the valley of Makkah could have been turned into gold, a life of luxury and wealth, but he refused. Instead, he chose a life with some days of hunger and some of ease. Subhanallah. So, when we are going to first look into this hadith, very beautiful hadith, and then we will go into its al-malbadi, its taqsim in this. So that, here why Prophet ﷺ just said so that when hungry he would feel his need or for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, turn to him and make dua and remember him. And when he is satisfied, he would thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and show gratitude. So this shows the Prophet ﷺ's deep love for spiritual connection or the material comfort. So, this true closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes not just in comfort, but especially in need. And that this is what we need to learn from this hadith. And in both hunger and fullness are the opportunities to remember and to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in each and every condition that we are in. We need to thank Him. Like in Surah Baqarah, it is Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. It is like the people who are so content and whatever, if they are even come across some hardships, they are going to say that like everything belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we are going to return to him. So this hadith also shows us like how closeness can be can be felt even in the need, especially in the need, and like even if someone is hungry or like if you are full, we have the opportunity to remember and thank Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So this is a very beautiful hadith. So like in this like coming back to its balagha, like Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained each state: when I'm hungry, I'm going to I'll remember you in humility, and when I'm full, I'm going to thank you and I'm going to praise you. Like here, two opposite daily states like hunger and fullness are divided, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam shows what he does in each case. So this is the essence of taqsim, one overall topic like daily life divided into two spiritual responses. So this is a taqsim in Ilm al-Badi. And this is so beautiful, and like there is a lesson for us as well. There is a balagh inside it as well. So then also here we see another example from Quran. This is from Surah Inshiqaq, from ayah number 6 to 12, and it is كذب ثمود وعاد بالقارية فأما ثمود فأهلكوا بالطاغية وأما عاد فأهلكوا بريح صرصر عاتية. So as for him who receives his book in his right hand, kitabuhu yaminihi, he will have an easy reckoning, will return to his family happily. وَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ وَرَاءَ ظَهْرِهِ, but as for the one who receives his book behind his back, he is going to cry for destruction, will enter a blazing fire. So same central subject like receiving the book of the deeds, but then the words divides in people into two clear categories with detailed consequences for each, like one who's getting the book in the right hand and the other one who's getting the book behind his back. Like these are the two different conditions. So this is a very beautiful example. So here we'll see another example like this. So then we have another example for Taksim. يَوْمَ تَبْيَضُّ وُجُوهٌ وَتَسْوَدُّ وُجُوهٌ. So those whose faces are blackened, like they are going to be punished, and those whose faces are فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ أَسْوَدَّتْ وُجُوهُهُم, like those whose faces are whitened, like paradise, and they are going to get the mercy. So again, the day of the judgment is introduced, and it shows the faces of the black faces. That means they are going to get the punishment, and then there are the faces that are whitened, that they are going to get the paradise and the mercy. So here we see the people are divided based on the faith and their disbelief. So this gives the listener a clear picture of what will happen to each group. So again, this is a taqsim in Ilmul Badi. So this is a very beautiful example again. We also see here in this here, Kazaba Samud Wad in Bilkaria, we see here as well when Samud destroyed by Taghi, a sound blast, and Ad was destroyed by a furious violent wind. So here, both tribes rejected the same message, but the type of the punishment is specified for each, and this is Taqsim. With detail in the consequences. So again, this is another example of Ilm al-Badi. So we have these beautiful examples for uh, again for Taqsim. So here, why is Taqsim important in rhetoric? So here, because it is organizing ideas, different ideas clearly. It is allowing the listener to compare the outcomes. Like here, some for the disbelievers, there is like their faces will be blackened, and for the believers, their faces are white, and the believers are going to get the Jannah, the disbelievers are going to get the Jahannam. So it is just allowing the listener to compare the outcomes. Also, it makes messages easier to memorize, and also it adds emphasis and balance to the speech. So like it is highlighting that people may start from the same point but end up in a very different places. So a taqsim is a very powerful rhetorical tool that takes one subject and divides it into different categories, then explains what applies to each. So the Quran and the Sunnah and the eloquent poetry that we have been doing so far, all use this type, this taksim to deliver deep meanings in a very structured way. So next time we are going to hear a verse or a line that goes like, anything that we have just learned today, we are going to hear the taksim in the action. So it is organization with purpose, not just dividing, but dividing to teach, to warn, or to give hope. Jazakumullahu khairan, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you all with beneficial knowledge. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.